Hey everybody, we're here in Kampala. We're with Navio and his lovely wife Matilda.
Yes.
Say hi, guys.
Woo, what's up? What's going on, Moringa fam?
We're always super stoked to hang out with Navio. As you know, he's our brand ambassador for the Moringa product, Ventry Life, all organic Moringa powder grown here in Uganda, East Africa.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
And we're going to be doing a lot of experiential videos like this because a lot of people don't know what Moringa is, number one, and then also what it does for you, number two.
Yeah. And number 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes. Number 3, how to mix it in their daily lives, what to do in their routines, where it slots in. So let's start with the simplest thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not British, but tea,
That
is universal.
We're gonna do a little tea time now. Before we do this, as we're getting going, Matilda, you were telling me earlier that you haven't tried Moringa yet.
No, I haven't tried it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, we got to
My
get
bad.
the brand ambassador's wife hooked up.
Yes, finally. Today is the day.
Yeah. And
She tries Moringa.
Navio, you've got your own story about Moringa.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to talk about that, and then I'll start opening the bag, and we're just gonna apply the Moringa.
Yeah, so for me, I guess my journey to Moringa was a long one. I had seen it around the village growing up, and we used to live around in Tebe, and they had some forests behind there. So every time my grandmothers would come over and some of my aunties, they'd pick this leaf off the tree and just literally bite into it. Super, super bitter leaf. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is that? And it's just something that just passed down from generation to generation, the Moringa leaf. And so years later now, I meet up with Aaron, and we've been friends for a while, and he's getting into Moringa, you know, and I'm like, oh, what are the benefits associated with that? And I'm like, oh, okay. So we meet up, we talk, we chat more, and then I start using the product. He gives me a bag, I take it home, and I start using the product. For me, I think it was kind of instantaneous. The way I'd feel, you know, in the mornings. I mean, she knows I don't, you know, breakfast, I'm using it every day, basically. But the feeling I'd get, and of course, I grew up asthmatic as well. So I did see a connection between using the Moringa, exercise, and just trying to live a better life, you know, being more conscious about, you know, how I feel physically. And I think the other thing I had as well was ulcers. And so I think for combating some of the effects of ulcers, I feel like it worked for me. Of course, you know, we're not saying that it's, oh, this is like, you know, a miracle cure, but it really is. You know, it really is a miracle plant, if not a miracle
We're
cure.
not, but we are.
Yes, it's a miracle plant, that's for sure. And yeah, then I've been taking it every day and never felt better. So that's my story.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much. And you've been watching him over this time. So now this is going to be literally her first try. This is not staged.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm excited.
So,
Yes. It was
what
nice
we're
to
gonna
know
do-
you. No.
And quite honestly, I've been taking Moringa now for 10 years since I first found the tree.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm crazy religious about it or anything like this, but anytime I feel sick or I see other people getting sick, I just say, come on, let's do some Moringa, Moringa.
Yeah.
And what I've learned recently is that you get more vitamin A content out of the Moringa powder when you cook it a little bit, okay? So with tea, you're heating it up, you're unlocking, you're changing some of the compounds, you lose a little bit of vitamin C and some of the other vitamins. So I read this article recently that basically stated how vitamin A gets unlocked from the carotenoid molecules when you heat it up with tea. So tea is one of the best ways to actually take Moringa, and the other benefit is it doesn't taste so bad, because as we were saying, like, it tastes like, what does it taste like to you now?
It's very, very bitter. It's like
Grass cuttings.
grass.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like when you mow the lawn and you just grab a handful,
Yep.
and you're hardcore because you eat it every day. But this is my favorite way to take it. So we got your ingredients include hot water and Moringa powder.
Done.
All right, and you can see the color. Joseph, zoom in here. Come in close. You come in for the extreme close-up. Here, Matilda, you got to do it. You got to do it.
How much am I supposed to pour?
Just pour a whole bunch in there. Yeah, go nice and easy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You can get on top of that shot. That's good. Get right on top of it, bro. Yeah. B-roll, A-roll.
Yeah.
A-roll, B-roll.
Yeah.
So there you see it. Navio, you want to just put your finger in there and stir it around?
Tempted. Yeah.
We forgot to get a spoon.
We have some
Chopsticks.
things over there.
Ah, there's a spoon. It's a
Perfect.
golden
Golden
spoon.
I love gold.
He loves gold. She's Swedish.
There you go. Get in the
Loves
close-up on
gold.
there. Get right in there. Let's see how good these iPhones really are.
Well, I love tea, so
Yeah, I'll get a
excited
good
about
stir.
this.
This is a good kettle too because it has the little strainer on the spout on the
Oh,
inside.
okay.
I
Oh,
saw
that's
a little
perfect.
strainer bulb. Yeah. So that's what I do. So I used to try to eat all of it. Like I'm getting all this fiber and everything.
Yes.
But the truth is, the magic of moringa is not just about the nutritional content, because you have to eat a whole lot of it if you're eating it as a meal. But what's in there are these special molecules, right? High amounts of vitamin A, yes. A lot of vitamin Bs, but it's the proteins, right?
Yeah.
And it's also the zeatin, which is this other growth hormone that they've discovered in there, is very, very high quantity. So yeah, pretty much anybody can benefit from it.
I mean, 2 times the protein of yogurt. 4 times the vitamin A of carrots.
Yeah, there's
3 times the potassium of bananas. 7 times the vitamin C of oranges. And 4 times the calcium of milk. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, and there's too much information out there, and it varies depending on what sources you go to. But what I find is it's one of these products where if you type in moringa and ...
Yeah.
anything you want, like eyesight, whatever, you'll find articles about it because it has such a huge spectrum. So there it is. It's steeping.
Shall we?
We'll put the lid on. Usually I let it sit for like 10 minutes, but this is fine. We can go right away. We could ask Matilda, what's the grossest herbal medicine experience you've ever had in your life? Have you ever had an experience with herbal medicine that was like...
I don't know, not really. I guess just do you even want to say it? The ginseng. What's it?
Oh, the
Yeah.
ginseng.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Because you were saying you have an allergy to...
Poland. Yeah, but I haven't had it in Uganda actually until recently. It just started coming back up.
What are the symptoms? Like what happens when you get a pollen attack?
I just get like runny eyes, my nose gets stuffed, and yeah, that's basically like a hay fever. I mean that's what it is.
Like allergies.
Allergies, yeah,
Severe
yeah.
allergies.
Maybe sometimes I get like hives as well, like in the face. Yeah.
Skin. Do you have to avoid honey because of this?
No.
So you can eat honey, but you're allergic to pollen.
Yeah. But mostly, not so much in Uganda though, so I shouldn't be so worried now.
Yeah. Good.
But in Sweden, I am allergic to it, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. But it's not the same.
All right. Well, do you want to do the honors, good sir?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let the husband serve the madame.
Let's
the
just
wife.
start with the guinea pig.
Oh, look at that! It's green.
Ah.
Great.
Here I was telling you it's coming out golden brown.
I like this better though.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that color. Yeah, it's like neon green.
Yeah, and I guess it means we haven't lost too much of the nutrients.
No.
It's
Yeah.
just some of that good fiber in there and all the rest.
Oh, and we wanted to do a little bit of sugar too. So for
some
those of
honey.
you who are really looking to tone it down, you just put a tiny bit of sugar. Do you guys want a little bit of sugar?
Yeah,
or-
let's taste it like
Let's
this.
try the
Let's
raw.
taste it and
And
see, yeah.
then, yeah.
Let's see if anybody needs sugar.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't take sugar with her tea.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That'll be
yeah,
interesting to
so
see.
I want to see what.
All right, good. Well,
Yeah.
Shall
should we do paper, rock, scissors or all at
Yeah,
once?
all at
Cheers,
once.
everybody.
Moringa.
Green tea ain't got nothing on you.
Woo. Oh, wow. That's like a nice green tea.
Yeah.
It's the way to go, bro.
Yo, unbelievable. That's
It's
enough for
very
camera. This is like pretty good, man.
Yeah. So now you've got another way to dose down. And here's the interesting
Yeah.
thing. Nice, eh?
He's mixing
He's
before.
been like wanting to drink tea, but doesn't drink tea so much. So this
Yeah,
is perfect for you.
yeah.
So we bring out the sommelier skills and
Yeah,
try
I
to
think so. I
describe
think
it.
so. Robert in the words of Robert Doherty.
So what do you think, Matilda?
I think it's very nice. It tastes like a green tea. Like no, I don't remember the name of it now, but yeah, it's very, very nice. And it's light. It doesn't have any bitter aftertones or anything. Like it's almost reminds me of Swedish summer.
Oh,
Yeah, the smell of it.
I'll drink to that.
wow. Swedish summer.
Yeah.
One day we'll go.
Yeah. It has that aftertaste of a little like chamomile tea almost.
Yeah, and do you feel a little bit of a bite at the back of your throat?
Yes, I
Yeah,
feel it, yeah.
like a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bit spicy, you know. But so this is now how I take my moringa, and one of the reasons why, I'm speaking loudly because I'm not mic'd like you,
Yes.
and one of the reasons why is because the first point of extract when you talk about herbal medicines is drying. So one of the things that I've realized along my journey of eating moringa and taking moringa is that moringa powder is like the first level of extract, right? So when you have 10 kilos of fresh moringa leaves, about 80% of that is water. So this powder is an extract. You've extracted the water and you've increased the density of the substrate, right? So you have more nutrients per gram as opposed to the fresh leaves. Then when you have the tea, instead of just eating gram for gram, you can put 10, 20, 30 grams in this tea kettle. Okay? And you're getting that much more. So it's a secondary, it's like another form of extract. That's an easy way to think about it. So I can do half a bag, which is like a 2-week supply, in a single teapot and get that in.
Yeah.
Because it's completely non-toxic. Moringa is completely non-toxic. And so to me, after, 10 years of working with moringa, tea is now the best way for me to take it.
Yeah.
You know, and until some other research comes out and says it's much, there's another way to take it when you're taking it raw. It's still good to have it raw, bake it in with your goods, sprinkle it on your soup. It goes good in G-nuts.
Ice cream.
It goes really good with ice cream. We're going to do an ice cream segment. Vanilla ice cream. Yeah. That's the best way to give it to your kids.
Yeah.
Ice cream, and then they go, what's
Little
this green
dog.
stuff? And they say, it's green ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hulk ice cream.
Yeah, Hulk. Oh yeah, the Hulk ice cream.
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he definitely gets his vitamins.
Moringa.
Delicious, man. Spot of tea.
Yeah, spot of tea. And iced tea is really good. That's how I do it. Let it cool down, put it on ice, put a little bit of honey in there. It's just it's done.
Smoothies.
And you can make it as strong as you want.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. Like my kids, we all have kids. All of us have children here, and my kids, when they come down with flu-like symptoms or colds, I just make a really strong pot of tea, put a little bit more honey in it, because this is already like 1 out of 10. Like how strong is this to you as a herbal medicine?
It's
1
all
to
right.
10.
Like 3, 2.
Like if a 3, right?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's super light. Like I could bank this.
You could,
Like
and you don't even need sugar. But for kids, you add the sugar, and then they're definitely going to take it down.
Yeah.
And every time I've done that, they're fine the next day.
Yeah.
There's no lingering colds and flus and stuff like that. So I'm glad you guys were here to come out and join us.
Absolutely.
Cheers to the tea time, you guys. Yeah.
Moringa. Priceless.
So there it is. So what do you think? Do you think you're going to be able to take it from now on?
Yeah, I think so.
Why not, right?
Yeah, I'm